Alright guys, welcome back to the channel where we discuss all things finance and real estate. I hope you guys had a great weekend, and in this video I'm going to provide an update on where we are with the stimulus package negotiations, the possibility of a second stimulus package, and a second stimulus check. Alright guys, so I'm going to cover the most recent developments from this past Friday and over the weekend. House Speaker Nancy Pelosi says she's not giving up on passing another stimulus relief economic package before the election. What's on the line, Joe Adals, is the possibility of a huge virus relief bill that could send another $1,200 of direct payments to most Americans, restart the federal enhanced unemployment benefits, fund additional testing and vaccines, as well as providing aid to schools and allocating money to state and local governments. Much of the early stimulus negotiations between the White House and Speaker Nancy Pelosi have focused on the overall price tag of the bill. Pelosi's latest offer to the White House is a reduced version of the $3.4 trillion HEROES Act, which she passed earlier this year, and it is now down to $2.2 trillion. The White House's most recent proposal is worth about $1.8 trillion. Now, the $400 billion difference between the two plans is important, and the price tag remains an overall issue for most Senate Republicans. Most of the Republicans in the Senate are not willing to spend at these levels, but despite that, discussions have now shifted to the way that the money is being appropriated within the bill itself. So guys, this is a positive development in the negotiations. They're not as much focused on the price tag, but they're now more focused on the actual language in the bill and how the money is to be spent. Now, part of the reason that Nancy Pelosi has said she just won't accept the White House offer as it is because she has concerns on some of the language in the bill, including a potential tax cut to the most wealthy. Pelosi also stated that she wants to avoid giving Trump what she has called a slush fund to spend the money any way he wants. When asked about the progress of the stimulus negotiations over the past weekend, White House Chief of Staff Mark Meadows told CNN's Jake Tapper on Sunday morning that the Trump administration has continued to make offer after offer after offer, and that Nancy Pelosi continues to move the goalposts. Now, Mark Meadows was also very critical of Senate Democrats for blocking a pared-down relief bill this past week, a bill that Senate Minority Leader Chuck Schumer described as inadequate and a stunt designed to get Senate Democrats voting on record against more relief measures. So again, Joe Adals, the bill that he is referring to is what I covered last week in my stimulus video, which was the $500 billion plan offered by Senate Leader Mitch McConnell, which did not include a second round of stimulus check. It was considered a standalone bill. Now, one of the most recent updates we have from this past weekend is that Nancy Pelosi says that she sent the administration a list of concerns on Friday, and she was told that she will have answers back on Monday, which is today. Pelosi states that she wants a relief bill that is predicated on steps the science dictates should be taken to deal with the virus pandemic, and that if we don't, we're just giving money to the president to spend any way he wants. And that by doing it this way, there's no furtherance of crushing the virus. Comment below, Joe Adals, what are your thoughts about how we've handled the virus outbreak in our country so far? Do you think it's been an adequate response, or do you think more could have been done? Now guys, as I've said earlier and in previous videos, one of the unknown factors in these negotiations is whether or not the Senate Republicans will get on board with any potential stimulus agreement that is reached between Nancy Pelosi and the White House. Again guys, a lot of the Republicans in the Senate are opposed to approving a stimulus package of this size, which is why they proposed their $500 billion package last week. A lot of Republicans in the Senate have said they do not want a package above $1 to $1.5 trillion. Now, a positive development over the weekend is that Chief of Staff Mark Meadows says that a relief bill negotiated could cost about $1.9 trillion, and that he has a verbal commitment from Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell to bring a bill to the floor if negotiations with Pelosi conclude successfully. Now, this is very important, guys, because when the Democrats passed their HEROES bill earlier this year, Mitch McConnell refused to even bring the bill to a vote in the Senate. So at least we now know that if Nancy Pelosi and the Democrats reach an agreement with the White House, which again are being represented by Mark Meadows and Treasury Secretary Stephen Mnuchin, that the Republican Senate leader will at least bring the agreement to a vote. If they're able to bring the agreement to a vote, it has a possibility of passing if enough pressure is put on Senate Republicans. I definitely think it's going to be a long week, Joe Adals. The Senate plans on voting on the Supreme Court nomination of Judge Amy Barrett, and there's also a lot of campaigning due to the upcoming election. I mean, to be honest, we're gonna have to see how all of this plays out. I am confident that we will get a stimulus package, but again, at this point, it's really hard to know exactly when that's going to happen. I just hope for the sake of all of us, it's sooner than later. Please comment below and let me know your thoughts on the current status of the stimulus negotiations. If you found value in this video, please be sure to hit that like button and share it with others on social media. It goes a very long way in helping to support and grow the channel. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on that notification bell as I'm posting valuable new content at least twice a week. Thanks again for watching, and until next time.